Rapid population and climate change. Population matters to climate change. Population and change in climate are inexorably linked. Rapid increase in human population shows us that we not only need smaller footprints, but fewer feet. Let's canvass the main effects of population on climate change. More population means more pollution. More population requires more place to live and build houses, that tends to cut down jungles, trees, and greenery. More population means more vehicles will be used and fuel consumption gets raised, then this more fuel will spread carbon dioxide and other harmful gases to contaminate the atmosphere. The effects of climate change, including rising average temperatures, increasing numbers and severity of extreme weather events and rising sea levels, will increase morbidity and mortality and make access to safe food, water and sanitation more difficult. Rising air temperatures and other effects of climate change create a breeding ground for insects that spread diseases. Most small states already bear the brunt of climate-related diseases, such as malaria, dengue, and diarrheal diseases, which are transmitted through insects, food, and water. Hospitals and clinics need to be modernized so that they can resist the blows of the elements, powerful storms and abnormal heat, and can provide emergency medical services before, during and after disasters. A child born today is likely to live to the next century. If today we manage to reduce greenhouse gas emissions and increase the resilience of health to climate risks, we can give this child hope for a healthy future. In this century, the world will face the consequences of the largest population explosion in the history of mankind. Imagine that in 40 years there will be 2 billion more people on the planet, and they all need food, water and shelter, and in connection with climate change, it becomes more difficult to meet these basic needs of people. A staggering increase in demand is expected. It will be necessary to feed more mouths. Taste habits will also change, as a result of which, in 4 decades, agricultural production will double. By 2030, the volume of water consumed would grow by 30%. By the middle of the century, an additional 3 billion people will seek shelter in cities. In the end, we are more and more, we live longer, depending on each other, on a planet that is becoming increasingly crowded, and resources are limited, and therefore the consequences of the growth of the global population will affect everyone's life to some extent, wherever they live. These consequences will not reckon with state borders. This is not about altruism, it is about the development of a policy framework and the application of self-defense measures. Let's contribute our part to make this planet less populated and healthier.